Hi everyone and welcome back to a brand new video.
Hello!
And happy Sunday when you're watching this. We'll be doing our premiere. But we just wanted to say before we get started with today's video, a huge thank you to everyone that's bought a badge recently. If you know, we have our little Slinky Dog badges from our Etsy store.
Yep.
And so many of you have bought one recently. So we just wanted to say, first of all, a huge thank you. And yeah, they're all sent out, so they should be getting to you soon.
Yeah, and we like to personalise the backing cards as well for the badges. So if you do order one, make sure you just pop down the name that you want us to make the badge out to, so then we can sign it for you. And then we'll put a Disney quote as well. But it'll be a mystery as to what quote you're going to get. So today's video is actually going to be all about Universal, hence why we've got the Pops behind us, and also the DeLorean, which a few of you have noticed.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favourite things that I have.
That Neville Longbottom Pop.
Yeah.
I got that for you, didn't I?
Because I am Neville.
And you've also got Neville Longbottom's wand.
I
from
do,
Universal.
yeah. We need a little stand to put them on. But this video is going to be... Actually, this is probably going to be the first one in a series of videos that we've planned out, but they'll be coming out at different points. And it's all to do with rides we're looking forward to riding.
Yes.
That we haven't ever been on.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
There are so many at Universal, aren't there?
So we've got 10 rides that we are really looking forward to getting done at Universal when we next manage to get over there. And also, it's really nice to do these videos because it gives us something to look forward to as well, doesn't it? Builds up the excitement.
For when we, fingers crossed, can go again.
Yeah, but we're planning to do like these videos on all the Disney parks.
Yeah.
Which
like around the world.
That'll be really cool.
But yeah, we've actually done a lot more at Disney World Orlando than we have at Universal Orlando, because we only ever normally spend 2 days there on our holiday, and there's a lot of rides that we still haven't managed over 2 trips.
Either it's just been too busy or we just haven't had enough time. Yeah. So we've got 10, but what we're doing is we're consolidating Islands of Adventure, Volcano Bay, and then Universal Studios.
Yes.
So all into one. So let's get to it then. And then make sure you let us know in the comments if you've been on these rides and what you think of them.
Yeah, if they are worth going on.
Yeah.
Because they do look good.
And also if you're looking forward to going on them yourselves.
So in at number 1 is the Incredible Hulk coaster, which I think every time we've gone to ride it, the queue's just been really long. So we've always just like put it off, and then we've never got round to actually going on it.
Well, first time we went, first year that we went, it just wasn't operational.
Were
I think they were doing some renovation work on it, I believe.
Yeah.
But it always looks really cool, and we actually saw it at night time for the first time when we went with your family.
It's all like lit up.
And that looked pretty epic. Yeah. I love the noise it makes. You always know when it's going, because you just hear roar, and that's when it shoots the coaster off from its starting point.
It looks like a really fun roller coaster with like all the loops, and let us know in the comments if you've been on it and if is it scary or is it okay?
Yeah, because I think I have had a little bit of a fear about that one.
I think it looks scarier than it is. I think once you're on it, it's fine.
I think once you've done that shooting off bit at the beginning, I think it just goes into a normal sort of roller coaster. But it's based on superheroes. The Hulk's one of my favourites. It's meant to be like you're changing into the Hulk, going through the gamma radiation, I think. So yeah, it just looks like a really cool ride.
And it's one of the first rides you come to when you enter Island of Adventure. So I feel like next time we just need to enter and just go on it.
And just do it.
yeah, first thing.
That's one of my tips for overcoming like rides that you're scared of, is go and do them first. In at number 2, so these aren't in an order. By the way, we've just put them as 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. So number 2 is Jurassic Park River Adventure. This is a ride that I've wanted to go on for so long. We went in 2016, and when we went to Universal, we did the water rides, Dudley Do Right, and we did Popeye and Bluto's ride. And then I think I suggested going on the river, Jurassic Park River Adventure, but you were just too cold and...
I think we had literally just started to like dry off because we got so drenched, as you guys know, because we always talk about it with Popeye. that we had just started to dry off. So when you suggested it, I was just like, no, I can't.
And then on the trip with Helena's family, we left it till later on in the day.
And it was too too cold.
It would have been,
the sun.
if you got wet, you wouldn't have dried off.
There was no sun to like dry
in time. So it's a ride that I've yet to go on, but it's based on Jurassic Park. I think it's a lot of people's favourites for like nostalgia reasons.
Is there a big dinosaur as well?
There's dinosaurs all the way through it, I
Yeah.
believe, like animatronic dinosaurs. And then I have been on a Jurassic Park ride, but it was in Universal Singapore, and it was more of a raft. Whereas this one's more of like a log
A
flume.
log, but big, like
Yeah,
quite a
a
wide
big one.
one.
But yeah, I really
It looks
wanna
like you
do
get
that.
quite wet though. Whenever we watch people on it, there's a few seats, certain seats.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it just reminds me of like old school sort of Universal. When I think of Universal, the rides that I always sort of thought about in my head, even before I went, were Back to the Future, and then Jurassic Park, and Jaws. And two of those have gone. So
It's like the
at
last
least Jurassic
one.
Park is still there. I need to get it done.
So in at number 3, now to be fair, we've never been to Universal when this has been opened.
Yeah.
So we haven't had a chance to ride it, but it is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, which is the longest title, so I'm just going to call it Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. When I was writing all these down, I realised that Universal, compared to Disney, have really long names for their rides.
Yeah. I do like it though. And it's like, you feel proud of yourself if you get the whole name right.
But this looks so cool. I feel like this might become one of our favourite rides because it has the motorbike and then it has the little cart.
Sidecar.
And you can like decide like who sits on which.
Which we've been in at the Harry Potter studios in
Yeah.
in Watford, where you sit in it, get a photo, but
Yeah, it's
to
actual
actually
ride.
be on it and actually ride around, such a great idea.
Apparently the best place is to be on the motorbike on the front.
Right.
Because then it feels like you're driving the whole thing.
Okay. I think Helena did say that she's going to ride on the motorbike first, but I'm happy just being a passenger inside car.
And then we'll swap. But it took the place of Dueling Dragons, I believe. Is that what it was called? The roller coaster.
I don't know if it is actually. I think we always call it Dueling Dragons, but I'm not sure if it actually was called that. But it was
can't
like the
remember.
winding
Yeah.
roller coasters in.
Which we weren't too keen on because they made us feel really ill.
Yeah.
So I am excited for this new ride. And it looks really good. Apparently it's like very high tech and it takes you through a story.
I think there's sounds that are coming from the motorbike and also like dialogue from characters,
Yeah.
I think. And then there's stuff to see and look at as you're actually going around.
And you just love Hagrid.
And I love Hagrid.
He's like your favourite character.
He is my favourite Harry Potter character. So to have a ride all based around Hagrid, I'm loving that.
But let us know in the comments if you've managed to get on it and let us know what it's like. We're really excited about that one.
So the next thing is Skull Island, Reign of King Kong. And this is all about King Kong.
And this is the one where they jump out at you, you say in the line.
Yeah, well, apparently there's this long, well, there's this line, and then it's a bit like a scare attraction, I think. Where, tell me if I'm getting this wrong because I've not been on it or through it, but it's through this darkened sort of cave, and then I think people jump out at you or scare you while you're waiting in line to build up the tension,
Oh.
which is a bit different, isn't it? It's a bit unique for.
I
line.
actually don't know what this ride is. Is it a roller coaster? Or...
No, I believe it is more of like with the glasses again.
Okay. Like
I
a
think.
motion ride.
I'm not sure. I think you're on a jeep
Okay.
going around, and then at some point I think King Kong.
King
well,
Kong
I presume
appears.
King Kong makes an appearance.
It is called Reign of King Kong. But yeah, we're just intrigued by that one.
Yeah.
I obviously don't know much about it, so yeah, I'm just intrigued. I feel like, is it in the other Universal?
Yeah, it's in the Californian one. I think
Yeah.
it takes place while you're on the 1 hour studio tour.
Yeah.
I think it's built into that.
But I think it's had good reports. I think people do enjoy it, so
Well,
be
a
interesting
lot
to go on.
of people have talked about the queue line.
Yeah.
But the actual ride, I don't know a lot about. We've actually we stay away from sort of seeing anything about
Yeah.
it on vlogs and stuff. Although you're not allowed to film, are you?
Yeah,
So,
there's not many vlogs actually that you can see the
Yeah.
rides on.
so we're kept
Kept in the dark
Kept
about
waiting.
that one.
as you are when you're in the queue.
And then in at number 5 is one that I actually forgot about and Martin reminded me of, and it is Storm Force Acceleration, which is in the Island of Adventure Park in like the Marvel area. The
Well, the superhero area.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I can't say that anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know
I'm very
actually.
very confused about it. It's because obviously.
It still has Spider-Man and stuff.
Yeah.
They must be sharing it at the moment.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's in like the superhero part. And it's like spinning saucers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's their version of the teacups, but sort of extreme version of the teacups because they've based it around X-Men, and it's based around the character of Storm, and I think there's theming of like Professor Xavier. He's around as well, but all of the drawings and things look like they're based on the cartoon that was around in the 90s that was on Fox Kids, which was one of my favourites. So yeah, we love doing the teacups, don't we?
And if it's more extreme than that, then, you'll just be giggling the whole time.
Yeah. I want to be a superhero.
But I really love that little area of the park with Spider-Man, and also has that like old arcade, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a really like nostalgic area.
And then the
I like
villains
it.
are out as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like people queuing up to meet Doctor Doom, and I'm like, where's the superheroes? Why are they not chasing them off? So moving on to Universal Studios now. So there are, we're walking over. Oh no, we should have got on the Hogwarts Express. Oh. So we're talking about 2 rides here. So
Yes.
the first ride that we'd like to get done that we haven't got done, there's always just a massive wait for this.
Yeah, and we can never really be bothered to wait for it because it's not our favourite. I don't think I've seen many of the films.
Oh no, I like it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen many of the films, so it's not like always first on my list.
Yeah, I like Despicable Me. So this is Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. Can't really talk too much about it though, because I don't know enough about it.
I feel like it's a bit like the Shrek ride, where it's like a 3D cinema experience.
I believe
but I'm not sure.
At some point, do you dance? I think there's a bit of a dance party with the minions.
It does sound quite fun. I feel like I should watch all the Despicable Me's first though, before I go.
I think at least one. You know.
I feel like I have seen the first one, I just can't remember it very well.
Yeah, it's good. I do like it.
So in at number 7 at Universal Studios is Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, which is like a tongue twister. But this is one which we always comment on, we always walk past. But I think on our last trip it was down quite a lot, and it kind of spooked us a bit because we were like, why does it keep breaking down? I'm sure it's fine.
But this is the one that, yeah, it does spook me, this ride, but it's not like the actual coaster once you get started. I think I'd be able to handle fine.
It's that vertical
It's
bit.
the beginning bit where you're going vertical and you're like, just like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something that frightens me slightly.
It looks amazing though, and I think I read somewhere that you have music like blasting in your ear.
Yeah, you got music going on. You can change the
And you
channel.
can change, yeah. So
Yeah.
like it has loads of interactive bits, and it just looks like like one of those roller coasters where you just get like swept away in it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it is just that first bit looks really scary.
Is there another ride in the UK where it takes you up
Yeah,
like that? Is it?
Saw.
Oh, it's Saw, isn't it? Yeah.
You didn't do it at the
No,
time.
I didn't do that when you went on it.
It is scary. If it just feels really unnatural.
Yeah.
You're like, what's holding me up?
Yeah.
Because you're literally just like lying down. And it goes quite slow as well.
Yeah.
I think Rip Ride Rocket goes quite slow as well, up.
Yeah, so I think that would be the worst bit, because I'd be like, oh no, when's this going to stop? When are we just going to go normal? But it is still a ride that I do look forward to doing, because it looks fun.
I think we'll get you on it.
Yeah.
It'll be a really good, like, defeat.
I think so. We'll have to do... Oh, they're in 2 separate locations though, aren't they? I was going to say, can't do Hulk and then
Coaster.
go straight over.
I would probably do Hulk first, and then make your way over, and then go on.
Yeah. Or Hulk
Ride
one day in the
Rocket.
morning, and
Yeah.
then Rip Ride Rocket in the
Yeah.
morning.
True.
Yeah.
So that is everything at Universal Studios, because everything else that we wanted to go on, we've already been on.
Yeah,
I think we
yeah,
spent a
been
lot
lucky
of
that way.
time in Universal Studios.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
In Universal Studios, we've covered quite a lot of
Quite
ground.
a lot.
Yeah.
So then we're going to move on to Volcano Bay, and we've only ever been there for one day.
Yes.
So we didn't get loads done. We spent a lot of time in the Fearless River and like the slower river as well, and then we went on Krakatoa, which was so good, that aqua coaster, and then we went on Honu, and then we went on, I can't remember the name of them, but they were like just other raft rides. But we have a list of 3 more in Volcano Bay that we are thinking about going on.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons that we didn't manage to get a lot done is that we weren't clued in enough to how Volcano Bay actually worked.
Tapu.
So we spent a long time just walking around and scouting out the rides and things without even putting in to get in a line.
And then we just ran out of time.
Yeah, and I think it rained as well for a little bit, so we were delayed.
But number 8 is Onu of Oya and Onu drop rides.
Now is it Onu?
These very wrong.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, maybe oh no, because the other one's Honu. Oh, I don't know. Onu of Oya and Onu drop slides. And these are the ones in the volcano, but they're not the ones where the floor drops out from underneath you. We haven't actually included them on our list because I think we're too scared, aren't we? I think it's just the thought. I'm quite good with rides, but I'm a bit more wary of water rides for some reason. I much prefer being in like a contraption more than just being like free.
I've never done one of those things where the floor falls out beneath you.
And it just looks terrifying, like the floor dropping out. So we've left them out because I don't know.
Well, we hopefully will be brave enough to do them, but we thought we wouldn't commit to it at this stage.
So these Oh No ones are the ones where it's just like a tunnel ride, but then at the end there is a drop, and you can either pick from a 4-foot drop or a 6-foot drop into the wave pool. So it just looks really fun.
Helena's dad was bragging about he's going to go and do the top one at the top of the volcano, the one that like you drop.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he'd waited in the wrong line and he was in the lines for these ones.
And he waited like a good hour or so, like virtually. But he said it was really good fun still. And it does look good, like the way you drop out. So yeah, I think we could probably defeat them.
Oh yeah, I'd like to do them. I love a water park. Oh no, Helena's had an accident.
I just went to drink my Coke and I wasn't concentrating. I am the worst for spilling drinks over myself. I do it all the time.
Just threw it over yourself.
It's so embarrassing.
But we thought
it's like when your mum is like, concentrate when you're drinking.
We thought we'd power on because we've already got 2 left. But I always used to spill things when I was a kid. Go in the
wash. Yeah, when you were a kid.
Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. I'm clumsy in other ways as an adult. So the next one is the POE. Is that how you say it?
We don't know how to pronounce any of these Volcano Bay rides.
POE? Sounded like Kermit there. But anyway, they're these round raft rides.
Yeah.
And they've got a bit of like Honu to them, haven't they? Whereas I think you set off, you're in a big raft with other people, and then going through the tunnels, and then I think there's a drop.
Yeah.
And then you go
you do
up
like
a bit.
A little up the wall, but not as high as Honu.
Yeah,
so
and I love raft rides. So yeah, that's another one that we'd like to conquer.
And then the last one is Ika Moana, I believe, and that is the one that is next to Honu, and Honu's blue, and then it has a raft ride next to it, which is green, and it just is like a really nice, tame, fun raft ride. Again, you're in the raft of like quite a few other people. So we conquered Honu, and then we just want to conquer the other one next to it.
Yeah.
But when we go back to Volcano Bay, we want to do Krakatoa again, Honu again, and then we just really, really, even though it's not included because it's not a ride, we didn't spend enough time in the wave pool.
No, we didn't spend enough time just in that big pool bit that's in front of the volcano.
Yeah.
We didn't even go through the volcano.
We didn't even get a picture with the volcano. we had a really good day, but yeah, we didn't get everything done that we wanted to. So we're very excited to go back whenever that may be. I
just thought, did your mum know that there was a tamer one to Honu?
We made her go on Holu, which is like the intense one.
We are cruel.
But yeah, we're really, really excited to go back to Universal. Obviously, with our honeymoon planned, we did have a week where we were going to dedicate to Universal, so we were going to be able to get everything done. Of course, that is all up in the air at the moment. We still don't have a definite answer with what's happening with it. So we will be sure to update you as soon as we know. We're not keeping anything from you. Like we still don't really know what's going on at all.
No, we don't know what's happening. We don't know whether we'll be doing it or whether we'll be moving it.
Or whether we'll have to cancel it. Like we don't really know what path is best right now.
It all depends on different companies' sort of policies and things which we're looking into.
And also the situation with how comfortable we feel going if it is open and we are allowed to go. There's quite a lot of factors. But yeah, it is nice to chat about it because it will happen one day and we will be able to go to the water parks again and Universal again. So yeah, it's nice to chat about it still.
Yeah, like we said at the beginning, it gives us something to look forward to, and it also allows us to find out about all these different rides.
Yeah, it's kind of like planning, really in advance.
So that we definitely don't miss out on any ones.
But I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, let us know in the comments if you've been on any of them and if you enjoyed them or what ones you would definitely advise that we went on. And yeah, I think that's everything for today.
Yeah, so we'll have another video on Tuesday and a video on Thursday. But the video on Thursday is going to be, if you didn't catch this in our live stream, it's going to be our live Disney quiz number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah, we're doing 5 at the very least. What we're thinking of is this is probably going to be the last Disney quiz every fortnight. We might then decide to do one maybe every month or something. Let us know what you think about that. But yeah, this is going to be like our High School Musical 3 finale for now until the comeback.
And I think someone said to call it, called the series of our quizzes, Helena and Martin's quiz, the series. But yeah, that's going to be on Thursday. It's going to be live at 6 p.m. So we normally give everyone about 10 minutes to just get everything together, and then the actual answers, or not the answers, that'd be easy. The actual questions will start at 6:10. But yeah, make sure you're there for 6 p.m. and yeah, we're excited.
Can you move it on up in the scores?
I know. I really want to because it's quiz number 5, I want to be Slinky Dog. So you have to be nice.
Slinky Dog. I was 1 off last time. But yeah, that's it for today. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you on Tuesday. Toodle Pipski.
Bye guys.